Physical intimacy with a dismissive avoidant can be a very confusing experience that leaves a partner feeling anxious, undesirable, unwanted, unattractive, and be a crushing blow to their self-esteem. Physical intimacy with a dismissive avoidant in a relationship tends to follow a very predictable trajectory. It goes one of two ways. The first way is that physical intimacy continues as the relationship progresses, but it becomes more robotic, and the dismissive avoidant removes all the emotional aspect from the intimacy. The other way, which is more common, is that physical intimacy begins to become non-existent. The dismissive avoidant withdraws physically from the relationship. They're never in the mood. They always have a headache. They're always tired. They're just not feeling it. It becomes less and less frequent. And when it does happen, sometimes the anxiety that the dismissive avoidant feels is so overwhelming that things don't work properly, especially in male dismissive avoidance. And this can cause their partner to feel extremely unwanted and undesired. But it really isn't because you became suddenly unattractive. It's because physical intimacy promotes emotional intimacy. And emotional intimacy promotes physical intimacy. They promote each other. It goes hand in hand. Emotional intimacy is deeply triggering to a dismissive avoidant. It lights their nervous system on fire with anxiety. It feels unsafe to them, and closeness is, their nervous system is screaming, danger, danger, run away. And that's because this is a person that was on the receiving end of profound, consistent childhood emotional neglect. Their emotional needs were not met at all. And they personalize that neglect, and they grow up to feel defective. And closeness feels unsafe to them because their fear is, if I let this person in too close, they're going to figure out I'm defective. They're going to reject me. So keeping emotional distance feels safer to them. Well, physical intimacy is a bonding activity. It produces oxytocin in the brain, the bonding hormone. It promotes closeness. Closeness feels unsafe, so therefore physical intimacy feels deeply unsafe to them. Early in the relationship, there's a lot of intensity. They seem all into you because there's no real emotional intimacy yet, so that hasn't been triggered. Their fears haven't been activated. But once it gets past the honeymoon phase and the relationship becomes real, the anxiety around physical intimacy starts to spike, and they start to withdraw from it, or just remove the emotions from it, and it becomes very robotic. It's just the release rather than the actual intimate part of it. So either way, it can leave a person feeling very undesired and unwanted, but it really isn't because you're not attractive or desirable. It's because they are deeply insecure and afraid of closeness, and the physical part brings too much closeness for them.